Like, I must have just, like, angled myself a little bit and, like, let out the most horrendous fart. Like, so loud, everyone just, like, looked at me. And out of sheer panic, I yell, "Cup of soup!" And I grab my fart and I hold it over this freshman next to me, her face.
Were you a freshman? No, you're
I was a
sophomore.
sophomore. It was, like, week 2 of school. Not a lot of people remember it. She might not even remember it, but it was, like, because it was so fast.
She remembers it. It's the reason she's in therapy right now, okay? It's been frustrating. I'll tell you that. They are
frustrating.
Such potential. Such potential. It's so frustrating.
What a fucking joke. But we're sitting here drinking
Bud Light Limes.
Bud Light Limes. And honestly, my first memory of Bud Light Lime was my dad was wearing like running shorts and Birkenstocks and a tank top. And he went into the store, came out with just a 6-pack of Bud Light Lime. And he was walking real fruity. And he gets in the car, and I was just like, "You look like such a homo." And I told him that. My dad was like, "Well, fuck. Like, what am I going to do now?" My son just called me a homo. And these beers are pretty good. Yeah, he hasn't had one.
Not bad.
But it was just, the thing is, like, he was walking with like an all-lime thing, and he was walking like so fast in his running shorts. Like, so that's like my number one memory of it.
It's not bad.
I
haven't
not
had
bad.
one of these in a long time.
The Bud Light oranges are just as good.
I saw people were doing, what was it, Bud Lights and orange slices, which I was like, oh, then they came out with the Bud Light oranges, which we were saying. My first time with Bud Light oranges, I bought I don't know, like the case or however big they were selling at the time when they first came
Probably
out.
6 or 12.
My 22nd birthday, me and two of my buddies, my old roommate Jake and my buddy Connor, went to the golf course. And after hole 1 or 2, I go, hey, let's just shotgun one of these a hole because they're terrible.
I thought I loved them.
Well, we had them. They're piss warm.
Oh,
like they weren't cold or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because we just put them in the golf bag. We're like, we got to hide them. So they're piss warm. Like, it's just shotgun. We shotgunned one every hole. And if I did that now, I'd be dead.
Absolutely. If I did that then, I'd be dead. But I just would wake up feeling
something
like,
about it. I was fine.
Being out in the sun too feels good.
It
like
feels great.
If you're out in the sun while you're drinking, like for the most part, you can probably stretch a little bit. You can stretch your distance.
You're sweating a little bit. You're getting it out of the system.
Yeah.
But we finished that roundup and we went straight to the bar we worked at, and we felt like we owned the place, which we did.
Oh, yeah.
We could have got away with murder there. We walked in, all three of us with our golf clubs, went to the back, dropped them off, went to the kitchen window, not to the server. Go, we'll take 3 burgers and fries. Went upstairs, had our burgers, left, came back, stayed till bar closed, and then danced on the rooftop bar while the bartenders were cleaning up. It was one of the greatest birthdays I've ever had.
That's a good day.
Yeah. That weekend, I was looking through old pictures when I was trying to make the post about trying to guilt trip people into coming to our show. Comedy Cabin. Technically tomorrow at
when this comes out,
yeah,
we will be doing a show at the Comedy Cabin in Janesville at 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Friday, May 31st.
Get your tickets now at cabinlaughs.com. We're going to be doing a live podcast, so we'll kind of be doing the same stuff we do here, hopefully a little bit more funny. We'll crack it open with maybe some jokes, depending on the crowd. We'll do some Judd's games. We're going to have a fun time with that. And then the comic that weekend will be there, right?
Yeah.
So...
yeah, Alex will be there.
Alex will be there.
Yeah, that's okay. That's not a surprise. That's fine.
Yeah.
Alex will be there.
I didn't know if I was supposed to say it or not.
No, I just can't pronounce his last name. Otherwise, I'd say his last name. But Alex, he'll be there.
Alex will be there. Very funny dude. Apparently, he's done shows with Judd before. They've worked on a show together. So
he's on a podcast with Jeffrey Asmus, who is Madison's Funniest Comic winner, I believe, in 2016. No, not one of the years. He's now killing it in New York. So he won't be here, but his buddy Alex will.
Which will be fun.
It'll
be a
great.
good time. So we'll have some fun with that. And then, honestly, while we're just going through this, we've got another show going on in Iowa in September at some point, September 14th.
13th. Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Yeah. We're going to get real spooky. We're going to get really spooky.
We won't wear costumes again.
No, we won't wear costumes. We will go to this location. We will do our show, and then we will go back to our dimly lit motel, acting like we're not fucking freaked out that it's Friday the 13th. We better not be just
it is
bathing in blood.
Ideal Theater, Cedar Rapids, September 13th. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, with special guest Nathan Timmel.
Woohoo! We can pronounce his
Who is
name.
an Iowa legend there. Unbelievable comedian. So that'll be fun. But that's down the line. Before you even do that, you got to get tickets for what is it? What are we doing?
Fat Chance Classic. Fat Chance Classic. The second anniversary. Second annual Fat Chance Classic.
Charity Classic benefiting the Beat Goes On Foundation and the MS Society. Now we've lost everyone that was listening the first 3 minutes. We
got to just get this out of the way. We just got to go through all of our things. And who will be there at the Fat Chance Classic and at the Comedy Cabin? Allegedly. It will be Drink Wisconsinbly. They'll be there. We're planning on them being there. They'll be at both of those things. And they've got some delicious things going on right now. They've got this delicious brandy. They're brand new. We should probably get these out of the brand new vodka. It is made somewhere in there it is. There it is. Branding. There it is. It's produced and bottled by Drink Wisconsin Beverage Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's a smooth, clean, small batch vodka, filtered and bottled in the great state of Wisconsin. All right, it's damn good. And let me tell you something. I've done all the product testing for you guys. I can tell you 100% that this is vodka. This is for sure vodka, guys. I promise you, it's vodka.
I don't know if I believe you.
It's good vodka. It's good with mixers. I'm not really a big shooter of vodka. I'm not really a vodka nice guy, but it is 100% vodka, 100% gluten-free for any of you celiac folks. And then we've got this brandy, which is not gluten-free. Don't even try it, you goofballs.
You know what this, it brought me back to? Like, taking a sip out of a water bottle on the way to a house party in college.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is going to be a good night.
We're just drinking a good old, crotch flask on your way to a concert.
Oh,
I've got a good story to tell you about that and my sweet baby girl. But right before we finish that, we've got one more thing to show you guys, and that's a Drink Wisconsinbly brandy old-fashioned in a can. It's the fastest old-fashioned in the Midwest. Actually, probably
Are we going to open one of these
Probably everywhere. I'm going to open one right now.
All right.
I'm feeling crazy. It's a Monday. I thought it was Sunday already, all right? Judd's not here. He can't tell me no. He's not God.
Judd's dead. So
Judd's not dead. He'll be there this weekend. Judd's not dead. He'll be there this weekend.
We got to ruin it. Judd won't be there. We kicked him off the show, actually.
He'll be here.
He'll be there. But as an audience member, because he misses us so much.
Well, look at how fast this thing goes. 1, 2, 3. Made.
Done.
Made.
I've been frustrated.
Yeah.
Where did we go off on? What were we even talking about? Oh yeah, the Bud Light oranges and limes.
Yeah, we were talking about those. So I got a fun story about we were kind of talking about the flasks. Like you'd go to a concert or something, and you do that. Country USA.
Ooh, I'm a Thunder over USA guy just because I got a ticket at.
But USA was 30 minutes from our hometown, so we would just we'd have someone DD who was so close, so we wouldn't camp. We would all just go back to a friend's house and sleep there.
Nice.
So that was why it was nice. But what we would do is we'd get those what is it, flexible flasks where you could pocket them.
Yeah.
So I'd be wearing the shortest cutoff jean shorts, just like every fucking college kid there that's trying to look hick. And so you just put it underneath the balls. And my sweet baby girl forgot to pack hers, and so she was like, "Jack, can I have some of yours?" And I had some Captain Morgan in there. And nothing's worse than crotch Captain Morgan. I can tell you that immediately. And she ended up just taking a sip, looked me dead in my face, ran to the porta potty, projectile vomited all over the porta potty. And since then, she she won't have any dark alcohol. Morgan? She won't have dark alcohol anymore. She won't have dark liquor.
Really?
Yeah, she's just I can't do it anymore.
There are some people that that actually reigns true for them. Or they're never again, and they don't. Most people say I'm hungover, never again, and they're drinking next week.
Yeah.
Some people, it just hits them hard. One of my buddies, one of my best friends. Girlfriend's on his birthday party once, she ended up throwing up. It wasn't that bad, just got sick.
Yeah.
Went to bed early and just felt terrible. And I have never seen her drunk in the last 4 years. Just we'll have occasional drink or anything, and maybe I'm just I'm not around enough, or I can't tell. But it was I've never seen her. She was I'm not doing this again.
It was a transformative
just
night.
I'm done. I was good for you. And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure she was 21.
Yeah.
And to do that, have that wherewithal at 21, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm. There's some people that really don't like giving up the control of if you're getting pretty plastered or you black out. People are oh, I'm not doing this anymore. I didn't know that was a thing. I haven't experienced that yet, and it's really scary for some people. And then there's also some people that are losing brain cells frequently, like myself, who it's Oh, I don't remember anything from yesterday, but I have to go again today. I've got some boys coming over.
Yeah, we have plans.
Yeah.
No, I had for a while. I wasn't drinking. I had like weird ones where, I won't drink red Gatorade. I wouldn't drink red Gatorade for the longest time. One, I think it's the worst flavor of all Gatorades. It's the most syrupy of all of them.
And it stains your lip.
It's disgusting. But for the longest time, I thought red Gatorade tasted like vodka.
Oh.
So I was like, you know what? You know what the best one to eliminate out of the two of those is? Is the Gatorade,
Yeah.
the hydrating beverage.
Let's take that out. You know what else is a hydrating beverage?
Booze
better. We have the day after drink mix, the post-party drink mix. The post-party drink mix, after we finish these drinks right here, we're going to slam one of these. We're going to feel damn good. And we might not even need this day after drink mix, all right? But what we'll probably do just to be safe, Michael's looking for something. He's probably looking for something that's a pretty fun story.
You know what? I'm going to apologize to Booze Better now. A long time ago when they decided to sponsor us, I was being proactive. I was like, hey, give us some notes so we can talk about you guys and like actually.
We've never looked at the notes?
I have not once looked at the notes. I've looked at them, but not once have I sent them to you guys.
All right, save the notes.
I'm going to.
I'll hold these up while we do it.
Hangover prevention. Optimized electrolyte blend hydrates you up to 2 times faster than water alone.
All right, punch this up.
Exactly.
Punch it up.
You're going to feel better. Booze better. That's basically it.
We'll cut it, yeah.
Yeah,
good.
We'll cut it. But
no, that's good.
The hangover recovery, they got stuff like 200 milligrams of caffeine, it's about 2 cups of coffee, and 150 milligrams of alpha GPC to combat brain fog, GABA plus L-theanine to help with anxiety, and a high dose of vitamin B6 to help with nausea.
I could use that shit to help with anxiety.
I
hate my anxiety.
Really? You get bad anxiety?
Oh, because I would be like, I don't remember the last 3 hours. Who knows what I did?
Yeah.
It's not like the day of, because typically the day after like drinking, I have shit to do. So I get up as soon as I wake up. It's probably the most productive I ever am is like the day after a drinking day. It's like right after I wake up. It's like, all right, let's go just do all my shit. And then like once I'm done, then I can feel sorry for myself because otherwise nothing gets done. And so I'll go and like knock it all out as fast as I possibly can.
You have I'm the same way. You have like high functioning anxiety. I cannot get comfortable on this couch right now. I'm
Do you want to go back to the corner?
I'm like on the bar. No, because then you're gonna be like this the whole time. My cure, not cure for hangover, but like if I don't get up like you do and just do something, it's almost like yesterday the drinking was even like less worth it.
Yep.
I'm like, if yesterday's 3 hours of fun turns into 24 hours and nothing, also if I let myself think that I'm like hungover and feel sorry for myself, that's when it gets 10 times worse. Like just get up. You're not actually that bad. You are mentally psyching yourself up.
Yes.
Now if you're throwing up, maybe lay down,
hang
have
out
a pretzel,
for a little bit,
have some booze better. But
hang out for a little bit.
I agree. Just get up and do some shit.
Get up and do something. And it's nice, too, because it keeps you away from thinking of, like, that stupid shit you said. Like, when I told my mom she was an idiot at my wedding week, I was like, oh, my God. I think about it probably once a week right now. Maybe, actually, probably once every 2 days. I go, God, I can't believe I said that. I'm so embarrassed. And my mom didn't even hear. And if my mom heard it, she would have giggled. But everyone else was like,
oh.
And I was like, no.
That sucked, dude. I'm the same way where I have things from, like, probably 15, 20 years ago that will pop into my head once a month. And I go, that was fucking embarrassing. There are things that were semi-embarrassing I did yesterday. Yeah. And I will never remember them. Never remember them.
Have I told you my number one that comes back? Have I told you about this one where I a cup of soup someone?
You cup of soup someone?
Yeah. Do you know what a cup of soup is? No. You take you fart and you cup it in your hand and you hold it over their mouth and you yell cup of soup.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so this was sophomore year of high school. This keeps me up at night. And I'm not going to say her name. Not that this is going to get back to her. Yeah. So I'm sitting in Spanish class, and the teacher's teaching, and this is before, like, I became friends with everyone, like, because I came from a private school, and I was pretty quiet. And so, like, I was funny to, like, my friends, but, like, not to anyone else, really. Like, I didn't, like, tell people, like, joke around with people. And so I was just sitting there, and, like, I must have just, like, angled myself a little bit and, like, let out the most horrendous fart. Like, so loud, everyone just, like, looked at me. And out of sheer panic, I yell, cup of soup! And I grab my fart, and I hold it over this freshman next to me, her face.
Were you a freshman? No, you're
I was
sophomore.
It was like week 2 of school, and no one knew what happened. Everyone was just like, whoa, what the fuck? That was weird. And like the only like one of the guys I played football with, I just remember him like head in his shirt, scream laughing, like couldn't hold it in, and legitimately, and not a lot of people remember it. She might not even remember it, but it was like because it was so fast.
She remembers it. It's the reason she's in therapy right now. Okay,
dude, it's so embarrassing. I think about it all the time. It was, and every time I see that, every time I see the guy that I played football with, he's like, "Hey, remember when you cup of soup? Bleep," and I'd be like, "Yes," and it, oh god, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Oh my god. And like I feel so bad. Like I would like to write her a letter. You know what I mean? Like I did not mean to do it. It was just out of sheer panic. Just sheer panic. Like I had no idea what to do. And I was like, I'm going to be made fun of forever. I'm going to be made fun of forever. You know what will make this better is if I even make it worse than that. Just picture this poor girl, second week of high school. She just gets a fart thrown in her face. She's like this like really cute cross country runner, like very sweet, bubbly, like popular.
not anymore.
Just gets a fart thrown in her face from some weird guy that she doesn't.
What did she do? Did she take it?
Everyone just went like this, including her. No one knew what to do. No one knew what to do. Like honestly, I think everyone just was like, and then the time it was like 1, 2, 3, and then Senora Peterson just went back to the lecture.
Yeah, as a teacher, you go.
I should have been
moving on.
I should have been sent out. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like realistically.
But like, what do you say, Jack? Don't pass gas.
No, it's not the passing gas that's the issue. It's the throwing it in a person's face.
How much do you think you can actually throw a fart in someone's face?
I can cook one up for you and show you in a couple minutes probably. But I think if
I say we save it for Judd.
oh my god. Could you imagine how grumpy Judd would be if I threw a fart in his face?
This would be his face.
I'd have to do it late. I'd have to do it late podcast. I couldn't do it in the beginning because it would completely derail the game. I couldn't do it.
What if the game's not going well? Then do one.
That would be good.
How do we end it? Cup of soup?
Call me Steve Harvey because we're playing Family Feud.
He goes, call me Howie Mandel.
But, oh God, I feel so bad. I think about that too much.
Yeah, that's... I don't have one like that. I could tell you that right now.
I was hoping we'd connect over something.
I don't have a cup of soup.
I'm just on an island.
I'm
out here on my island.
I'm trying to think of ones. I definitely have some. I'll text you when one comes to me that just like bothers the shit out of me. I definitely have one that's like telling my mom to shut up or something like that with family. You're just like embarrassed that you acted like that.
I was like, oh my God, I didn't even like mean to say that. It was just like reaction, and now everyone's like, this guy.
I was trying to think of just like high school things. Dude, I used to think in high school, I don't know why I thought of this when you were telling me that story, 'cause, like Spanish class is like one of the first classes I had in high school. We had A and B days, but I didn't like dressing up in high school. Like there, you know those kids that like they were always like well dressed. I was like, I'm either wearing sweatpants or jeans.
Yeah.
And I'll wear the same like 3 pairs of pants. Even to this day, I'll wear the same 3 pairs of pants.
I was there with you.
And I was like, all right, I'll wear sweatpants one day, and the next day I'll wear jeans. I'll go sweatpants, jeans. And it took me, I don't know, 3 quarters to realize we had an A and B schedule. So people saw me wore the exact same thing every day for 7 months.
That's ridiculous. Man, that Cuske guy, he wears the same. He must have multiple pairs because he doesn't smell.
I think I kept those, and I know exactly what the sweatpants are. I had them up until I started dating Rachel. I'm not kidding. And I didn't grow. And I got a hole in the crotch. And I used to, like, just go commando and wear sweatpants around the house. And I remember, like, wearing them, and I didn't notice there was a hole. And Rachel goes, I can see your nuts. Like, what are you talking about? He goes, I can see your ball sack. I'm just sitting on the couch, and there's a hole right here, and my nuts are out. And I kept the pants, and then I would still wear them when no one was around. And then I would just let a ball hang out.
It is nice.
Like, it is kind of like you just out, and you're like, and then you just sit there for a while. I'm like, there's a testy out. I love it.
It's nice, too, because when the air hits it.
Oh, when the air hits, it's great.
There's a couple pairs of underwear that I have a little tear down there. And typically, like I don't wear. It's an event. I don't wear them unless I'm going to bed or like I'm just lounging around the house. But
do you wear underwear when you go to bed?
Yeah, I don't sleep naked. I don't like that.
Well, I don't sleep naked. I just do shorts.
Oh no, I'd wear if I wear anything. If I wear shorts, I have underwear underneath. I always wear underwear.
Really?
I like being
Contained?
Yeah, because of my accident.
Fair. You kind of have to fruit roll it back
Yeah.
up. Yeah. See, mine is just they're like two little acorns.
Yeah.
So they're basically taped to me at all times, which is not bad.
That's not bad. No, mine it's like I gotta. If I like lean one way too far, like I might
Really?
sit on a ball. Yeah.
Honestly, I want to see them.
I'll show you. We'll show it on the Patreon.
That right there, we'll just send that clip in. $100.
Yeah.
Easy. 10 people.
I think my balls would be worth more than 100. I would hope.
They're definitely worth more than 100. They're
For
worth,
satire reasons, not for sexual. Like that, people get a good laugh out of it.
Oh, yeah, but like more than 100. That's just $100 up front. That's 10 lifelong subscribers. We show your
True.
balls once a month. That's I don't know.
I'm not going to show my balls once a month.
Just a little bit of ball.
Could you imagine? You're like, Jack, come on, this month we really need to hit it. We need to hit our numbers.
Can we get 50% ball?
Give me some
50%
ball.
ball.
I want to see some ball. The people want ball. But honestly, if you just keep me down here for a couple hours with unlimited beers, someone's going to see my genitals.
Something's gonna happen, yeah.
That's how it goes. I really get swept out in the crowd.
I'd show my ass again.
Enough
I can't
people-
show my
yeah.
nuts.
If enough people chant something,
Yeah.
I'll probably do it.
I could show my ass. We should just see how long we could sit in here and drink. How long do you think before we should go outside?
I could do it for a while. I'd probably honestly just need someone to tell me, "Hey, we should leave,"
We should leave. Yeah,
or until
If
we
you-
run out, and then we'll just walk to Walgreens.
yeah. Leave the cameras rolling.
We'll
see
be-
what happens.
we'll
Let
be
the dog.
back.
We'll be back. We should get the TV up. We got the TV up. We could do a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do that one weekend?
Yeah, we definitely should. I think we could maybe try to do it. When we'll try to find a way to do a cookout. The cookout thing.
Yes, let's do the cookout. That'd be fun.
So,
Bud Light Orange.
yeah. 20 minutes, 22 minutes later.
Are we even recording?
All of those are, yeah.
These are all recording?
Yeah, so Diego, if you're watching, the tip is there's a red circle in the top right.
Fuck. You know what the best part is? I'm going to get a text at 9:35. He goes, tell Jack to go fuck himself.
He's actually been hitting me with all of his Lord of the Rings memes, and I love it. It's so fun.
Really? He's a
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings guy?
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to find a time to watch it with him and his buddies. I love Lord of the Rings.
You know, I think I used to like them. I don't remember them. I know I've seen who's the bow and arrow guy?
Legolas, yeah.
Yeah, he was my favorite.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom.
He was my favorite just because I grew up shooting a ball. I was like, this would be so cool.
And he's just shooting 1,000 arrows. Doesn't run on arrows.
Yeah.
He does. I think he does at one point. But then once he runs out or stops shooting, he's got these two little swords and he just.
What are how do you put it? The things that branched off from Lord of the Rings. Are there any? Because Star Wars had.
There's the Hobbit.
There's you
and
know what I'm
then
talking
there's
about now.
Rings of Power.
What's that? I've heard
That's
of the Hobbit.
That's a Prime series.
Really?
Based on it. It hasn't gotten good reviews, and I watched the first 2 episodes, and I wasn't a super big fan of it, unfortunately. But I honestly think it's just 'cause I was so far removed from watching.
That's fair.
And I was in the middle of reading some of the Game of Thrones books, and I was like, if I start getting all of this
Mixed
together,
up. Yeah.
there's a chance I might get some confusion going. So I want to watch it, but honestly, I just don't have and if I'm watching TV, it's usually with the missus, and I can't throw on Rings of Power and expect to go to sleep happily.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If Rings of Power are on, she's got to be gone. She's just got to be out of that. She's got to be on a trip.
Have a book or something. Not even
Yeah.
a book?
If I gave her honestly, no, because she'd probably just want to. If I'm watching TV, typically she will be watching with me. If she's reading a book, I'll turn on a video game.
Okay.
Or if she's reading a book, I'll try to paint.
Oh.
But
how often are you painting now?
I have been very lacking on my painting, unfortunately, because I've been playing more now, and so typically my painting days.
By playing video games or playing
the game,
the dice thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been going and playing that game, and so it's been really
Are
cutting
you getting
into
better?
my time.
Because I remember your first, update.
Mhm. I've been pretty
and
good.
they got smoked by the guy with the frappuccino.
Yeah. Well, he was good, but I got a win last time, and then I just lost last week. But I have never fought that group before. So that guy, and it's like all different groups, so they all have different like strengths and stuff.
Yeah.
So I learned on that one, and then I have another one where I'm probably gonna lose just based off of like.
Is it all the same place?
Yeah.
Okay. You haven't gone to the place where I got the figurines for you. You haven't gone because that guy seems so nice.
He's really nice.
Honestly, I want you to become friends with him because I think he needs.
He's really nice. He's really nice. I haven't played that game because that game's got so many rules. I just like painting them.
What do you mean? Don't they all have the same rules?
No, they're all different. So the Game of Thrones one I play is like very like condensed, and it's they keep updating it, but it's like it's all based off cards.
Okay.
So like you have a card, and that's like basically how you play.
Do you have the cards too?
Yeah, but the cards just like give you the details. Like it's not like it's not like a playing card game. It's like the cards just give you the details, and like they'll update them, and then you just print them off and you bring them.
Oh, I remember you saying this. Yeah, you don't need to go like buy packs and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, and so it's like a free update where like that store Warhammer is like if they're on 10th edition for this one, and now they're on like 2nd edition for another. Now they just kicked off a new one, so there's just a bunch of stuff going on, and there's a lot of rules that. They're not all in the rule book. You have to buy another book that is like for the army you buy. So it's like a lot of stuff, but they've got really cool like miniatures. So I like to buy them to paint them. I don't play it because I just think it's like so much. They have like a smaller set of like rules for like a smaller like group, but I've been thinking about doing that. But if I do that, like I will have no time, and I'll just be going and playing games with guys I don't know very well and painting a lot. So I think I'm good with what I've got here, and just
you just started. You just started. You don't
if I do a lot, I can't do more than one day a week. It'd be so much.
That's a lot. That's a lot to go. I came across. Oh, this is what we were talking about too. I was going across like when I was making the post to guilt trip people and come to our show. It's fun just like going through all your old photos and finding stuff every once in a while. You can't do it all the time, but like I came across a video of when you and I did an episode, I think the Chewzie Hidden Tapes episode, and then we got drunk at your old apartment.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and there was a video of you explaining to me how these things work, and you pull out a box, and I'm dying laughing. You go, so there's like 100 in here, and these little things break off here, and I'm losing.
Oh
like,
yeah,
you're hammered.
I was shit canned. Yeah.
We were feeling good. What did we play? You kicked my ass in UFC, and
that's a standard drunk night thing. I'm like, hey, you want to play UFC? And everyone's like, I've never played it before. And it's like, don't worry, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine, and then you get murdered.
Yeah.
But I was looking at I remember what I want to say. I was looking at these old pictures, and this had to do with my like 22nd birthday or like that weekend. Mm-hmm. So we go out, and we're out to like we used to stay up to sunrise all the time for no fucking reason. Like working at a bar, it's like your sleep schedule's way off, and so we'll stay up, go to bed, get up at like 1 p.m., make some food on a hot plate, go to work, kind of thing. And so we took this picture, a bunch of guys on Lake Mendota. And I was like, oh, this is a cool picture. Like, I will, like, keep this picture for the rest of my life. This is a great weekend. And I think a week to a month later, we're going over the picture or something like that. And my buddy's with me, he goes, do you know the guy all the way on the right? I go, I thought that was your friend. He goes, no. And then I look at the other group of guys, he goes, do you know? They go, we thought that was his friend. For 9 hours, we brought a random stranger
just
with
around
us,
in your adventure.
Our whole adventure.
That guy had to have so much fun.
He probably had the time of his life. And honestly, I loved it. I was like, we have no idea. We all thought someone else knew this person.
That guy pulled that hoodwink off perfectly.
I don't know how we got him. I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And that guy, I want to find
good
him.
On that guy.
But I also don't care.
But good on that guy.
Good on that guy. That's impressive.
Yeah.
To not have one of us go, what is your name?
Who are you?
Where did you come from?
But here's the thing: is if you are the one guy that does it, and like people like, and everyone else knows that knows them and stuff, and like you've met like 4 times, you don't want to be the one that's like,
exactly.
Hey, like, what's your name again?
Oh, that's terrible.
That's
like, hey man, what's your name? You're like, dude, I was with you last night.
Yeah, it's happened to me a couple times. There's this one guy, and like, I recognized him, but like I never remembered his name because like typically we'd meet at the bar, and I would always.
You're always drunk.
I'm bouncing when I'm at a bar, I'm just bouncing everywhere.
Same.
Like I'm not sitting there having a conversation. Like it's like I'm gonna go talk to this person, and I'm gonna see someone I know over here. I'm gonna go sprint, and I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna take a shot and a beer.
Best way to be at a bar is when you know everyone. That's like peak college for me. It's like I can make a circle, and I will talk to 12 different groups.
You just go do your shit. Maybe play a game of darts, but even then, like someone has to find me for my turn again. Like that's just I can't sit. And then, like if you introduce yourself to me, like there's a good chance I'm already thinking of the next thing, and I don't do it to be rude. I actually work very hard. I'm trying to be much better at it, but there's so many times where I just keep rolling.
So this isn't on you. I do the exact same thing, but. When you meet someone new, it's just like I can't say social construct, but it's just protocol.
Yeah.
Where you go, hey, what's your name? Might as well just say hello because that it's just a longer hello.
Yep.
And you forget it right away. Go, hey, what's your name? Because you're getting to the next thing. You're just being polite. Be like, I recognize you. You recognize me. Do you want a shot? And then it's like, hey, Kevin, cool. The minute you turn around, you're like, I don't know this kid's name.
Anymore. Yes.
You didn't even hear it.
Yeah. You're going to the next part.
All the time. It's like it's just a formality at that point. Like, hey, what's your name? I'm going to ask you again tomorrow, the weekend after that. I don't care if you're my friend's girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. I'm going to forget.
I'm going to forget.
Yeah.
So, but I am working on making the first time I say hi to someone, remembering. But typically, like, if I meet you for the first time and we have fun together, I'm going to remember it.
Yes. You got to make an impression.
Yeah, but it's also like if I'm meeting someone and I have like 6 of my friends with me, for the most part, like I'm gonna bounce off with these guys unless you like catch me with something, and it's not up to them to catch me with something. But if they do something, I'm like, ooh, I want to go talk to this guy now. Like,
yes,
that's what it is. It's not up to them, but it's also like if they did do something, it'd be like, oh, I will for sure remember your name like now moving forward. But yeah, I'm trying to work really hard on that. So like sometimes I'll meet people and she's really good with names, and so I'll be like, all right, let me make sure. Okay, so that guy's this guy. He knows this person through this. And like the 3 facts that I like learned about him, and she's like, yep, that's correct. Nope, that's not right. That's this other guy. And so like I get kind of quizzed like pretty much throughout the night now.
Yeah, I same way. I'd like to be better at that, but I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm only better at that with people I know I should remember their names. Like, hey, you're probably gonna be around a while.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, hey, if you're out with. You see one of your friends out, you didn't go out with them, and they happen to be with someone, like, hey, this is my buddy Kevin. You're like, oh, hey, Kevin, what's up? I'm not going to remember that name. In my head, I'm not going to see this guy again.
Right.
But if you are your buddy, your roommate in college is bringing someone from high school in, I was like, hey, this is my high school buddy. You're like, I should probably remember this kid's name because he'll be back again. Yeah. That I was like, I would like to get better at that, and I do the same thing. Like, remember a fact or just like, something with his name. I'll go like Kevin Bacon, Kevin. It's named Kevin.
Bacon. Yeah. Kevin Bacon's my friend's friend. Yeah, it's.
I like bacon. My friend's fat. Oink oink. His name's Kevin, kind of thing.
Got it. Locked in. So,
ooh, speaking of facts, what do you think of this philosophy? This isn't gonna go well with the women. My buddy had, and he will not be named in this. My buddy had a philosophy on how to talk to women or how to pick up women, and it's basically we called it 2 facts. So in college, most of the time you had pre-games, right, before you go to the bar. So we were in Greek life, and we would have formals or date parties or whatever, socials, and you go, listen, we go to the pregame. You talk to a bunch of different women. You remember 2 facts about 3 or 4 of them. Okay, statistically speaking, you're probably gonna be able to talk to 1 or 2 of them later at the bar.
Right.
You remember those 2 facts and recite them to that woman. You're in.
Like, oh yeah, so like, tell me more about.
Oh my God, he listened, and he's in.
Well, isn't that really it? Like, that's fake listening. That's fake listening. But like, if you're a real, like, if you actually listen, like, that's all they want.
That's all you gotta do. It's all you gotta do is listen. But he's like, all you gotta know, just 2 facts. Okay, 2 distinct facts, like. Where they're from is, like, on the border, but, like, talk to them for a little bit. Just get 2 good facts, recite it to them at the bar, and you're in.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck.
Did you test it?
I never tested it. He tested it to a T. He was great.
Did he do well?
Did he do well? Yeah.
Yeah, he did well with that trick.
Yeah.
That's a takeaway we can take. Not that only 2 things are the things you need to listen for, but if you listen for everything, you're gonna
find a lady for life, not a lady for the night.
Correct. You have to just listen to everything. Sometimes you don't want to listen to everything. Sometimes I forget to listen. Sometimes, but if you do a good effort to listen most of the time, you're gonna be doing
okay.
fine.
You're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be fine.
I definitely have selective hearing. I tune in and out so much. Like I'll be on FaceTime with Rachel and I will get distracted so easily. I mean, I get distracted unbelievably easily. We were talking about she wants to go to a brew. I was gonna bring this up. Do you want to go to a brewer game in June?
I have to figure that out with the manager, but
okay. So Rachel will be here in June, but we wanted to go to. She's like, let's go to a brewer game. I'm like, all right, I'll ask people to go. She goes, look up tickets. I'm like, all right, I'll start looking up tickets. And it took me 5 minutes to even look up the tickets because I'm like, I'll go on my laptop and I'll see 8 other tabs open, and I go, oh, I thought about doing these things, and I'll go on that, and I'm like, she goes, Michael, the tickets, and I'll go, and I'm like, all right, Brewers tickets, and I'm like, oh, these are the whatever, and then she goes, well, are there any deals, and I'll type in a deal, and then it comes up with what are the promo days, so like what are they giving away.
There was a Star Wars one a couple days ago.
Yeah, there was a Star Wars
so
one.
Cool.
Yeah, they're like red or like dark side and light side reversible T-shirts. So
yep.
They have a Harry Potter themed jersey. I'm distracted right now. I'm not even finishing the
Sorry,
story.
Go, continue.
Exactly. But that's literally what happened. Is I started going through all this. I go, oh my God, there's a Harry Potter day. There's a Star Wars one, and she goes, when were they? I go, last month, and she goes, Michael, the tickets, and I'm like, you're right. And then I just continued reading off the promos. She goes, you're distracted. I'm like, you're right. I get so distracted. And then I didn't even look up tickets after that.
Yeah. At that point, you were just talking about how distracted you got.
Exactly. It's little things. It's probably, I don't want to be like, I'm ADD, I'm ADHD, but I definitely, something beeps over there. I'm right now concentrating on the thumps that are going on upstairs.
Yeah. That's my stupid girl's elephant paws.
Paws? Is she walking on her hands and feet?
No, I call them meat paws. We want to pass through this, but
please.
She's got she just walks with heavy feet, and so we always got in trouble wherever we lived if we were above someone in apartments.
Okay.
And
do you want me to ding this one?
I don't know. We might have to, but
she doesn't listen this far in.
No, she doesn't listen at all. But I would always be like, oh, okay, like, because she walks like it's not like it's
like with full foot.
Like when she's about to hit the ground, she explodes.
Is she a runner?
No, she's quite athletic.
But like if she's a runner and she runs like she walks, her feet gotta hurt.
Yeah, well, she honestly, I think.
Does she have lower back problems?
No.
Yay.
Honestly, cut all. Just so take the full one and then leave it, and then when you edit the rest of it, put the full one on Patreon.
I will.
Put the full one on.
Fucking hell. Oh my God. I've had so much sugar. I went to I've been like not on a kick, but I enjoy going to the movies lately.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen 2 movies now probably in the last 3 months by myself. So I saw Dune by myself, and I went last night to go see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
I went with her.
Did you like it?
It's pretty good. It's the intro. The first one of the of the last trilogy wasn't very good, but it built into it.
Do you like the idea of the new? I can't tell. I don't want to ruin it. Not that anyone cares, but
right.
Cup of soup, chicken noodle.
No, I had steak and potatoes today.
Really?
I did.
I had.
My mom came to visit and she wanted steak, so she bought it. And then instead of cooking it, we went out to dinner, and so I had steak. I was like, "Oh, sweet, thank you, Mom. You're not an idiot. You're a smart woman."
Yeah, didn't we just like go over that? You don't like calling your mama.
I said she's not an idiot.
Okay.
Because I felt bad that I called her one when I honestly had a trillion drinks at the pool bar. But continue about the movie.
Yeah, that's true. who do you think is the protagonist in this now?
Neo.
Neo?
Well, Nova's going to be. Nova's
Yeah,
going to be
Noah
too.
will be.
Noah, that's what I meant to say. Not
Yeah,
Neo.
Noah.
No.
But like, you can't help but like. Do you like the female?
No, I don't. Well, here's the thing.
But like, as our own race, do you root for that?
Correct. But they've done 4 movies of the good apes being real good.
Yeah.
And they do a good job of having good on both sides and bad on both sides.
Yes.
But this one, they had kind of this line dancer between on the human side. So it was kind of like interesting. She's gonna be part of the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely.
And she's a great actress. She's in like The Witcher and a bunch of stuff. I think just The Witcher. But
every time I see a movie, I'm like, afterwards, cast. What were they in? Why are they about to blow up right now? Is this their first movie or whatever?
She's gonna get really big, for sure. But it's weird not having Caesar because Caesar was like the main reason for her.
It was, and I hope they like bring him. That doesn't ruin anything, but like that, I hope they like kind of like
the last one.
Loop him back in, kind of.
I don't think they're gonna. I think honestly, just like his funeral was the end of it because you can't have him keep coming back. You gotta progress the story. But I'm really interested to see how the story progresses to like the old movies. You know.
So that's the thing is I don't know much about the old movies. I know like it's basically a trilogy for the last one with it started with the Franco brother, and then there were 2 more after that. Correct. There's also one with Wahlberg that was just a failure. Correct.
No, all of those. I mean, I don't remember the order in those were made. There's a couple of them made, and basically like it's after the planet was taken over by the apes, and I think it's Wahlberg that comes back down in a rocket ship. Like he went to the moon, and then came back after his expedition, and like the whole planet was like.
I'll have to watch that one, but I also like. Were these books?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think none of this.
I don't know much about the lore.
I don't know much either because like legitimately I haven't watched. I've never watched the old ones like.
Neither have I. I don't want to.
I've seen them on because I remember like back in the day like my parents watching it and being like these are good movies. Yeah. But like I also remember just like seeing like people with like ape makeup on and it's like okay this isn't like. For my age right now, this isn't the coolest thing, but the most recent ones were good. The last one was pretty good too, I'm excited that they're making more, but it'll be interesting. I'm just interested to see how it goes. The final scene where like they start going like doing the singing thing. That was cool.
Yeah.
Then he went.
You knew that was coming, though. Yeah. You knew that was coming.
I was like, there has to be some point where this fucking eagle ends up being cool with them.
Friend, yeah.
Because throughout the whole.
Now we're ruining it.
What did I say? The eagle and him are friends? Well, they allude to it.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. But like the whole trailer, it was like him and his eagle. And I was like, where's this fucking eagle at? Like, he's never
So I didn't even see a trailer. That's like the worst part about like movies now for me is growing up, I had cable and all that stuff. And like you would actually watch television.
Yep.
If I watch anything, it's Netflix, it's Hulu, whatever. You don't see ads for movies on that anymore.
I live on YouTube, and so I get a lot of like updates. So and I watch a lot of movie trailers.
Really?
Because like I want to see if I want to watch it. Because her and I we like to go to movies a lot.
Yeah.
And I really like movies.
It's fun going to the theater, especially now in the new Dream Loungers.
Yeah,
those are so nice.
It's perfect.
I can't believe I ever went and there was just a seat.
Can you imagine? It's like you're at an actual like a play theater or like a baseball stadium, but now you can like relax, and that's a big thing I think made it better because like now it's like comfortable like your living room.
Yeah,
where I think it made it worth it, and they cut down on like seat sizes. Can increase ticket prices.
It made me happy. I don't want theaters to die. It made me happy. The theater was full. Like it was predominantly full.
Oppenheimer and Barbie really fucking came back and made it cool again. I think.
I like it. The prices for concessions are fucking outrageous.
They're going to be.
The only thing I will ever buy at concessions, though, is a water because I bring my own snacks and maybe popcorn.
I'll buy popcorn and I'll buy a soda. I'll buy a large popcorn, large soda.
I look like a psychopath. Rachel texted me. She goes, hey, I have a free large popcorn coupon. I'm not going to use it by the 31st because she got it for her birthday. Do you want it? I was like, I guess so. And so I walked in with just a soloing large popcorn. You can't finish a large popcorn.
You can't finish a large popcorn, but here's the thing. You eat as much as you can, and at the end of it, before you leave, get a refill. Take that home with you. Make caramel corn.
Make caramel corn? How do you do that?
make caramel and pour it on the caramel, pour it on the popcorn. My mom used to do it all the time. It was so sick.
I have the
It's a
leftover.
fun thing to
I have
do.
the leftover popcorn stuff. I think it's just like burnt sugar.
Yeah, it's basically that. It's sugar, something else, and you just like stir it,
Yeah.
and then you just pour it over, and it's sick. And you can make popcorn balls out of it too. Like you just make kettle corn, like this topping, and you just make
I have the
popcorn
whole bucket. But I was gonna ask, what is your ideal movie snack? You can go to the theater. Like, what are you taking for yourself?
It depends on the day, really. I love Bunch of Crunch, but it's hard to get those now. It's hard to find those. I don't want anything super sour. Like I just want something that's like pretty standard. Like give me like a Twizzlers Bites. I'll fuck up Twizzlers Bites.
Oh, I would murder them.
They've been having Red Vines, and it's like I like Red Vines, but it's not the vibe.
Twizzlers over Red Vines any day.
And then give me popcorn, and she's a big popcorn person, so it always works out. But honestly, like my treats are drinks, so it's like if I get to have like a large thing of like diet soda or like Coke Zero or like something like that. If I get to have a large one of those, it's really fun. Like I typically don't have soda. I just have a bunch of sparkling water, and I drink a lot. Like that's like kind of the two things that I have. But drinks are like my treat. Like if I'm hungry and I've been having a lot of smoothies and protein shakes, like I love that. Like if I'm gonna be like if I have a sweet tooth, it's like I'm just gonna make a little protein shake, and that's like I love drinking those.
Oh, I love when I get the full can of Coke Zero on an airplane. Oh my god,
Coke Zero is so goddamn good.
Oh my god, it's so good. I'm the same way. I don't drink soda.
I will go and like splurge every once in a while. Like every once in a while, I'll get myself like an orange Monster. Like if I'm feeling like, I'm gonna go run to the store quick. Like I'll just pick one up, and then. But my mom just came to visit, and she's a big Diet Coke drinker. So big Diet Coke and White Claw drinker. So she came down, and I bought her a 12-pack of each, and she showed up with a 12-pack of each, just like ready. So
I saw the White
now
Claw,
we have an extra White Claw, and we have an extra Diet Coke.
Have you done the Olipop or the Poppies?
Yeah, they're all right. For the price tag, I don't think it's worth it.
I think Olipop is my favorite in terms of the soda flavors. Like the root, I'm a big root beer fan.
Root beer's good.
The root beer one, Olipop, is phenomenal. Like it actually rivals, I think, some other root beer things. But no, I'm the same. I still don't get the soda because if I drink the soda at a theater, I will drink it in 2 seconds, and I don't want to have to pee.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to pee. Like when I saw Oppenheimer, I only got a small water bottle, which was a problem because I will also I need to keep, if I have the popcorn, I'll just
keep eating.
nibble. I'm not even hungry, but
It's one of the worst parts. Yeah,
it's the worst part about it. Rachel got me on Nerd Clusters for
those are damn good, actually.
They're good. I love peanut M&Ms.
Those are really good as well.
I thought about bringing in some like chocolate covered pretzels. That's the best part about like if you go to the gas station and bring your own in, you can kind of get whatever. Like yesterday, I brought one of those like Lenny's chocolate chip protein cookies.
Yeah, yeah.
Which was actually like I was like, this is great. I put
perfect.
it in my hat.
That's all.
I just walked in.
That's so funny. It's in your hat. You're like, I'm nothing sneaky here. I could have totally just put this in my pocket and it would have been like, hey, sir, what's in your pocket?
Well, it's a big cookie. I wasn't putting that in my sweat. The other, I basically gooched the Nerd Clusters.
That's so funny. That's so funny. But honestly, like, you don't need all that candy. Like, if you just take a Lenny protein cookie, like, legitimately, you just bring that in.
Yeah.
And you have your drink. Like, you just need something to snack on.
I just need to, like, because if I just sit there, it's also, it's like an attention span thing. Like, I need to be occupied elsewhere, which isn't good.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a good thing. Like, I should be able to just sit there and watch the movie, but I enjoy just having, like, being able to, like, finger food something in. I loved growing up with the pretzels and cheese. If you could get them at the movie theater.
Oh, yeah.
But now I'm like, you can't get food at the theater.
No, you can't. They did on Tuesdays. It's either Tuesdays or Thursdays if you're at Marcus Theaters. If you're a Magical Movie Rewards member, I think it's like $2 or $3 hot dogs. And like I legitimately thought about buying 4 hot dogs because that's the same price as a large popcorn.
Yeah.
Actually might even be cheaper.
It might be, yeah.
If you just get 4 hot dogs and a soda, like that would be sick.
It'd be wild if I saw you walk. I'm like, all right. This guy's here. He's here and ready to watch.
It's dinner time.
Yeah,
we went there at dinner time. Like I did eat a little bit.
If
before
you order online, they give you a free dessert at their little thing.
I'm eating.
I should have got a little lava cake.
I'm eating creme brulee.
Me and my lava cake watching Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny. Can you imagine those movie theaters where it's like, you like order food at the table? It's like a comedy club kind of.
I haven't been to one of those.
So I like it, but I don't because it's like they keep asking like, "Do you want something?" It's like I don't really think I want wings in a Dream Lounger watching Iron Claw. Like,
No,
I just don't
Do
think...
you get a table that goes over?
It's like a little...
Like an old desk kind of thing?
Yeah, you just, like, turn it over. I mean, it's cool. Like, I have gotten food there, and the food's overpriced, but it's decent food. It's like bar food.
Yeah,
But it's like, that's not really what I'm here for. I'm here to watch the movie, and, like, I don't want to spend $30 on wings. Even if I'm craving wings.
I already spent $30 on the movie ticket. Have you seen the Screen X thing, though?
Where it shoots
Where
down
it's
the
like
sides.
Behind you would be the theater, and down the sides.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be good for like a Star Wars
They did
movie.
it for Dune. My buddy sent me a video of him at the Dune one, and it did that. It looked really fucking cool. But there's some that it doesn't work. Like, I remember going and seeing Avatar in 3D, and that was the coolest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And then
You like 3D movies?
just Avatar. Just wait. Just next part. And then I think I saw, like, I couldn't even tell you the next 3D movie I saw, but it might have been a superhero movie. And it was like, this is just a bullshit movie. Like, this isn't, if you're not filming it with 3D in mind, just don't put it in 3D.
I saw Transformers in 3D.
That's the thing. Like, yeah, it's not. It's like, I get it. Like, it would be cool, but with Avatar, it was like they had, like, the back moving, and they had all these different layers, like, throughout, where you just have a movie in 3D. They're like, let's just cut this front part, and we'll have the background, because it's easier to do it because it's all green screen. Like, I think it's why it's easier to do it. I don't know for sure. I'm not a film expert, but yeah, 3D movies, not cool. If you start getting 4D and, like, the 3D is, like, really realistic, I'll be down. But also, fuck off with those bullshit glasses.
4D is that's the stuff you see at like Disneyland too, where
where like shit touches your legs,
like, throwing shit at you and like water sprays. Yeah.
That would be
fun.
cool.
That'd be cool. It wouldn't. Like, if we're in Dune and all of a sudden I feel like a bunch of sand getting thrown at my ankles.
Yeah, or like when they get in the water, like your legs get kind of wet.
I think they flood the theater.
Only up to the ankles. Only up to the ankles. But no, I think that would be cool if they like pulled it out really, really well. But a VR movie would be too much. I don't think I could do it.
How, like, what is the market for a VR movie?
You know how fucking cool it would be to be the main character in a Star Wars movie?
Oh, you would be the character.
Or like,
okay,
even if you're in the middle of it all, and it's like, this is like an important part, you can just like stand next to it and like look around.
Okay. That. I got a text from my girlfriend, sorry. Should we start drinking coconut water?
Important questions.
Important questions.
I think yes. But don't get the paper boxes.
Why?
Because sometimes they have mold in them and you can't see it because it's paper.
Okay. What ones do I get?
There's like clear ones.
Okay.
Like, but just plastic, so it's also like, should I just get the paper one because it's more
Rachel,
recyclable?
there's your answer. We're gonna start drinking coconut water, I guess.
We drink coconut water every day.
Really? It's very. Like,
and I'm the pinnacle of
hydrating,
health,
right?
so
Yeah.
it is. It's really
The
hydrating.
pinnacle of health. Well, we can wrap this up now that we're drinking coconut water. Fun fact, we'll end this. I saw my grandpa's nipples yesterday. Yeah. I almost saw his penis, too.
Well, nipples, you should just end at nipples. I don't think you want to see his penis. Because honestly, it's like.
We went to go just pay him a visit when I walked in.
Changing.
Shirtless. And he's just sitting on the couch like this. Hey.
That's sick.
Nips out. I was like,
That's
fuck.
sick.
His gut is like 3 inches past his nips, too. I'm like, dude. Like, it's one of those bellies where you're like, I love the man. But I'm like, it looks like a rain barrel or like a Jack Daniels, but we were just like, hey, man, if I put a needle there, you would deflate and blow away like
fly
a balloon.
across the room. Yeah. No, that's. But hey, you got to see it. That's exciting.
It's cool. Yeah, he's got like, they're not bad nipples.
Good.
They're not good nipples.
I guess. Yeah.
They're like what part of the nipple? We need to end this.
The areola. The areola.
Is the tip.
Teat, I think.
That's the teat?
That might be the nipple. The nipple is the
I think
top.
the whole thing's the nipple. Or is the whole thing areola and then the nipple is the...
Areola is the skin.
Okay.
Like, if it wasn't a different color, you'd be like, oh, that's the same skin. It's my skin.
Okay.
Just a little bit more sensitive, and there's hair that grows out of it.
So then the tip.
I think that's teat.
That's the teat?
Teat.
His teat, they were thicker. and like round.
Okay.
I'm
That
sorry.
might happen when you get old.
Yeah, I have tiny nipples.
You do?
I do have tiny nips. Yeah.
Those are little.
Yeah.
Those are little nips.
Yeah, I got little nips, which I'm okay with. I don't.
That's okay.
Like
Okay, yeah. If you're
I
cool with it, I'm cool with
If I
it.
had pepperoni nips,
That would be.
that'd be weird. If I took it off and you're like, "Hey man, half your chest is
Nip.
areola,"
I feel bad for those people. But old dudes are super comfortable
they
with
don't
being
care.
naked. I went to the Y with my grandpa once. I was like 13, and I saw like
How many dicks?
40 dick. Like they were just everyone was naked. And
Also, there's only 2 dick sizes when you're over the age of 70. It is either mushroom top or horse cock.
They're sometimes shockingly large or cartoonishly small. Like you are 100% right. There's no in between.
There's no in between. There's no like that's a penis, and you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
That's
like, is that a belly button? Like, yeah.
what the fuck or where is it?
Yeah. No, that's the weirdest shit. It's just how old guys are just like, but they've all been to war. You know what I mean?
They don't.
Like,
They don't care.
They don't care. The worst thing I've gone through is throwing farts in people's faces, and they're jumping through trenches. Like, you know what I mean?
And you're sitting in the corner like, don't fucking look at me.
Yeah. Well, speaking of jumping in trenches, we're filming this on Memorial Day. Thank you very much to our troops. Thank you, troops. You guys are the best. We couldn't do it without you, troops. I wouldn't be here talking about Cuske's nipples without you guys. And then also, Judd's not here because he's out supporting the troops. So thank you, Judd.
I don't think he's doing that, but thank you, Judd, for all the games you've done. He's as old as a war veteran, so we might as well honor him on this day.
He works hard for those games.
He does.
Every week, so that makes him our little soldier.
He's our little soldier.
We left the mic there for him.
Cheers to our little
soldier. Our little soldier, Judd. We'll put a flag out in the yard for you.
Ding, 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 ding.